Can't turn that kid down.
Sorry, so sorry about that.
The lady's
Put your hands together for the author, Perry C. Douglas. Welcome. Welcome. I feel you could take one more welcome. Applied intelligence, a renaissance in new thinking for Caribbean prosperity in the 21st century. And one of the things I want to do first is I want to say what we're doing here tonight. Yeah, I talked about the lunch, but we have family here. We have the blood family. I see the auntie who carry you to school on your first day.
We're still there, okay.
I see the beautiful wife and the children.
Yes.
I don't know what you had to have gone through.
Let's start doing it for you.
I didn't say a word. And I see the brothers. I see the brothers. I see the father figure who was a coach and had them kind of sew, and now some of them sew and some of them sew. I see schoolmates from several schools. I see the Van Horn posse. Van Horn in the house?
Oh, yes.
Van Horn in the house? Is Westmount High School in the house? Vanier?
Yes, yes, yes.
Vanier in the house? Anybody from McGill?
Oh, yeah.
McGill
Funny
in the
hat there with
house.
a hat on. He's hiding.
Basketball people, are you here?
Yes, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Okay. So we're doing several things. We are giving birth to a book. We're networking. I see some heavyweights in here. I see community. Brian, Shiata, I see Hamid. We'll talk about you, Dexter, in a sec. So we're doing a little bit of everything tonight. So take numbers. Please help us out. Take lots of photos.
Yes, lots of photos.
And I pass you over to Perry, who already me and him going quarrel. Perry, where's your book, darling?
It's right here, don't worry.
Okay, where's your piece of paper, darling?
Oh, okay, here.
Nice.
She's like my mom, so I gotta be very humble.
Uh-huh.
I forgot my glasses, so my wife always knows what to do, so I'm gonna use hers.
So here, you
Okay.
have,
You know, I'll put my book back here.
here, you want to do that?
Okay, I'll remember. Okay, I think I'll remember. Okay. Well, listen, I want to thank everybody for coming out. You know, when I wanted to do the book launch, at first the book launch was going to be at McGill, but I said, nah, maybe a little too stuffy, so I just did a talk there, and you know, I wanted to do the book launch because this is my hometown. This is where I'm from. This is where I grew up, and I firmly believe, you know, life is about relationships, and who you are is formed by the experiences and the relationships you've had with people, right? So, you know, this is one of the reasons I wanted to have Coach Bill here, okay? Because he knew me my formative years, right? You know, he said, "Oh, that Douglas kid, hard head, stubborn." I'm sure some people say the same thing. Those are good words, yeah. Those are the good words. But so this is why I wanted to have it here, and I want to thank, you know, everybody for coming out. I want to thank my family down there who's wave up, fam. Tina, why aren't you waving? Right? You know, where's my little niece? There you are. Say hello, Adea. And also my two of my kids are here. My oldest daughter, Alexandra, is not here. She has a job now, right? She finished university, she has a job. Still paying the cell phone bill, right? But you know, she's working in the movie business, so I'm super proud of her. My son here is Nathan. Say hi, Nathan. You know, Nathan. You know, Nathan is back in the day, a tremendous AAA hockey player. You know, he's like 6'2", big. He was like, why is this kid playing golf? I mean, playing basketball or you know, or something, or football, but he's playing golf. And he's incredible. He's an incredible person, and I'm really happy that he's here.
And he's very handsome.
He's very, yeah.
Says the aunt who took him to school on the first day.
So I'm really happy. And there's my daughter Asia, right? Asia, right? And Asia is Canadian national judo champion, 8-time all-time leading judo champion, Pan-American champion. But I'm most proud of her. She says, Dad, you know what? Can't make money doing judo. I'm going to go to McGill. So, super proud of her. And my lovely wife, Ethel, we've been together forever. I don't know if that's and you know, everything that I am, everything that I strive to be, she's always been there. And believe me, she's put up with a lot. But at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you guys, it's about finding the right person in your life. Because the right person, the right person makes you better. And she's always made me better. Because I can be a pain in the ass. Right? You know?
I know
So, and I just want to thank everybody for coming out. You know, Stacy just saw her. Stacy came all the way from New York City. New York.
She came from New York.
She came here. And by the way, and next to Stacy is Wanda. So I gotta tell you, okay? That's too bad. You know, these two started a rap scene in Montreal in high school. So Baby Blue, raise your hand.
Wavy Wanda.
Wavy Wanda, yeah! They started a rap scene in Montreal, true story. Okay, so we just want to thank everybody for coming here. I also want to thank, you know, my good my good Grenadian brother, right? My Grenadian brother, you know, we from Grenada. I'm from Grenada. This is the other side of Douglas Blackwell. This is Ray Williams, okay? Ray is one of the greatest human beings you'll ever meet, okay? And I'm gonna tell you, if it wasn't for Ray, so just so you know, Ray is the highest ranking black executive in Canada for a major bank. He's vice chairman of National Bank of Canada, okay? All right? And I'm just gonna say to you, if it wasn't for Ray, you know, I wouldn't be here today. So, everybody here, I want you to understand. I want to thank you. I want to thank you for coming out. Now, why are we here?
Hold on.
Yes, I forgot you. Oh.
Never mind me.
Put the glasses on.
Oh yes. I also want to thank. I told her I got to write things down because I'm gonna forget. I also want to thank Ricky Daly, Ricky D Events. Ricky Daly's in Paris. He's fufushishi now.
Give him a round of applause.
Yeah. Ricky, I said, Ricky, you're gonna have this event, yo, I'll pay you. He's like, no, man, we go back. What does he call it? Diaper buddies? You know? So Ricky's like, yo, I'm gonna help you hook this up, and he hooked this up, and you couldn't be here tonight, but I definitely want to thank him. I want to also thank Latoya John. She's not here. She's having a baby. She's my publishing consultant. She was really instrumental in the last days of this because I asked my daughter Asia, who came back for reading week. I was kind of going crazy. Stupid computers moving things around, and I'm like kind of freaking out. So she was there, and also Akil. Akil. This young man is my editor. Brilliant, it's my editor. Brilliant young man. Princeton graduate, law degree, brilliant guy. And he really, you know what? He was like, okay, where's the source for this? Okay, where's this? and he was really instrumental in this.
The other
Alright?
pain in the ass.
But it's a good one. It's a very good one. You need a really good editor, right? Editor doesn't get involved in your ideas and your thoughts, but he really helps you making sure your arguments are tight. So I really appreciate that. So I want to also talk about why we're here. Okay, why we're here, why I chose to have the book launch here is a very important issue in our in the world. This, black community, whatever, white community. We're in support of mental health. Okay, mental health and basketball program with DJ Sports for youth with special needs. Okay, so you're here today to support because particularly in Montreal, it's very difficult to get mental health support. So Dexter, everybody knows Dexter John. Yeah. Okay. So Dexter runs one of the most successful. He's the CEO of one of the most successful nonprofit organizations in Toronto. He's been around in Montreal. Sorry, in Montreal. And Dexter, what we did a little project, building his new website, put in his new platform. We've developed some software with the software developer out of Toronto, Andrew Bromfield, where people now will be able to go onto the portal. And some people may not want to call or want to, so youth can go onto the portal and ask for whatever type of mental health services they need. Okay, and they'll be able to get it very quickly, right? So also important, we've also formed a deal, an agreement today, right? Well, we had it in place, but we met today with Shabbat Lifeline. Okay, we met with Rabbi Messenger today, and basically all the services, they're a very big organization, they have all the services. So basically, the kids will be able to go online and get whatever mental health, addiction, recovery, prevention, any type of help they want by going on the portal and just getting the help. And guess what? It's all free. Wow. It's all free. Okay? So I want to make sure that we all understand what the reason. Mental health is a very important thing, and we have to normalize. We must normalize mental health. Okay? It's a part of life. Everybody knows somebody who is suffering or whatnot. We must normalize it as a community and as a people. Okay? But I want to let you know, before I wrap it up, Dexter has today we went and we were talking to the rabbi and, for the program. The rabbi says, do you know, what's her name, Dexter? Mrs. Molson or whatever. So, oh yeah, we know Dexter John. And the rabbi turned around and says, your reputation is stellar in Montreal. So I want to give, thanks, Paul. I want everybody to give her a round of applause for Dexter. His level of performance, his level of governance, his board of directors, he runs the ship. I remember we were doing this. Actually, hey, let's not fool around. This is what's going to happen. Everybody's going to do it like this. So listen, we're boyhood friends. I'm just so happy. I'm so happy that I can share this day with him, and I'm so happy that we're able to allow people to go and get help. So, again, I wanted to share that. Yes. Also, I wanted to talk about this restaurant for a quick while. Delicious, yeah. Right? I was here Sunday and the food was out. You guys saw my post, right? Everybody loved that post. My son over there, as big as he is, he's like, I'm stuffed. I can't eat anymore. These are the best tacos I ever had, right? So what I want to say about the restaurant, this is an example of the sophistication of self-preservation. This is an example of applied intelligence. You open a Caribbean restaurant, you're not serving to only black people. You're serving to the community. You can't make money by serving to one community. You have to open and broaden your things. And I don't know if Jamal and Jay are here. Oh, come on, come
Jay
for 2
Anthony.
seconds. Come for 2 seconds. Yeah. So,
Sandra and Wendy.
one of the owners. So I want to tell you guys the food is wonderful. And by the way, I don't know if I say anything about the Ottawa.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
about to open in 2 months.
Open up another restaurant in 2 months, so a franchise.
Okay.
Okay. So this is what I love. This is what I'm talking about, right? This is entrepreneurship. The sophistication of self-preservation is about entrepreneurship. How do you do it? You just don't do things to survive. You do things to thrive. And his restaurant here, and you're going to go to a new one. And you know, I wish you all the luck, and I want everybody to support, because you know what, the food's fantastic. Because I have to eat it first. That's why I came here on Sunday, right? Right. So I just wanted to acknowledge these guys for doing such a wonderful job.
You're done?
I'm done. Let's get some water.
Yeah, water.
Yeah.
I'll read.
If you guys can't hear, you can come a little closer.
The release of fear is essential to success, but it is also essential in order to live a life without self-imposed suffering. The human need for security drives us to live in a constant state of fear. And we experience fear through our imagination, which manifests our suffering, as if we cannot live without it, as though suffering is necessary to live. Fear digs its way into our subconscious and avoids the light of consciousness. Therefore, the only way to relieve and eventually free yourself from fear is through the insight of conciseness and a focus on reality. Therefore, unless you can understand how fear works, you risk living a life where fear becomes part of your identity. But Jesus, Perry, Perry,
I wrote that?
you wrote that?
Yeah. Yeah.
How'd you know? Because just last week, and maybe it's 10 days now, Oprah, what I call it, I had a aha moment.
Yeah.
And it was something like 12:15 p.m. And I recognize just the amount of fear that I have been moving through my days with. Praise God. My God.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
we're going to get into that. The fear hasn't been too crippling,
Yeah.
because I still get a fair amount of stuff
Yes.
done.
Yeah.
I want you to discuss, with that as a backdrop,
Yes.
how you knew
Yeah.
that you needed to write a book, this book.
Yeah. I had something to say, right? I had something to say, and my wife is like, you know, I always say this, she's heard it a million times. But what inspired me to write a book really was, you know, I just saw a lot of things happening. And I saw after, you know, the George Floyd event or whatnot, a lot of different things were happening. A lot of different ideas were being driven. People were driven by emotion, right? But what was happening is that when we drive by emotions, okay, we don't make logical decisions. Because one of the things we have to realize, right, in the human condition is that we have to understand the whole drive of humanity is to preserve ourselves, self-preservation, right? And that's how we move forward. But in that effort to preserve ourselves and to move forward, okay, we become fearful and do things out of emotions. And a lot of the times, our decisions in life and what we do is based not on logic, but based on emotion. And there's no way in the world, in the universe, where we've created things based purely on emotion. Everything that we've created is like Marcus Garvey said, intelligence rules the world. Ignorance carries the burden, right? So the whole thing about applied intelligence is, how do we apply our intelligence to get us what we want in life? And the whole thing about it is getting through fear. Once we understand fear as really our imagination, okay, it's our fear. And as Winston Churchill said, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. So once you can understand that fear is something that you create in your brain, that's what stops you. When you understand that applying logic to things, right, is a better way of functioning. And a lot of these things, you know, even my mother taught me. I don't know if, you know, in Grenada, my mother used to say, you have a problem? Box your brain, right? Go box, she used to tell me, Perry, box your brain, you can solve anything. And what that meant, right, was to think. Use your brain, not your emotion. And if you can think and use your brain and not emotion, you'll find you can do a lot of things in life, right? So really, your inner engineering has to be about understanding fear, how fear can hold you back, and then getting over fear. And the greatest challenge we have as humans is the challenge of getting over ourselves, getting over our fear. And once you can get over that, life becomes a beautiful place, right?
Now, do you mean dash with fear completely? Because, you know, we've seen all sorts of comedians talk about, why is it that if there's a ghost in a house, some people walk in and some people go, gone. So a certain amount of fear is healthy and useful.
Well, I wouldn't say, what I would point to you is understanding fear, understanding the human condition, understand what drives us, understand what motivates us. Now, we have two systems of thinking, System 1 and System 2. So there was a Nobel Prize winner who wrote this, the Think Slow and Think Fast. And System 1 System 1 is thinking. You're reactionary, it's based on your emotion, and it's quick. It's never usually the right thing. And System 2 is the optimal way, where you're thinking, you're slow, you're deliberate. Now, if you see somebody and is trying to call you down a dark alley in the night and he has a knife in his hand, well, you know, use your fear and take off. I mean, that's just common sense, right? But what we have to do is we have to analyze the situation we're in and use our intelligence. Because intelligence, and I use it in the pure academic sense of the word, because we all have intelligence. It's just that we have to apply our intelligence to situations, and we will find we can solve a lot more problems if we can apply intelligence, right? So at the end of the day, remember, you know, we think, right? As Descartes said, we think, therefore we are. We know we exist. We know we exist. So everything that goes around in your mind is what you create. So this is why I always say, accept reality. Deal with reality. Don't apply yourself to stories. And if you deal with reality, you will accept things, and you'll be in a better position to deal with things if you can accept the reality of the universe and you can accept the reality of your existence.